Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to today's World session of your weekly little energetic tune-up. So sit back, get yourself nice and cozy, and we are going to hop into session. Little disclaimer, you're having an emergency, get yourself to a doctor. When the energy moves, sometimes I've got some rebellious chi that comes up, so there may be a little burp. Okay, right into it. We're going to be working with the subtle energy today of the root chakra. Now, your whole body, mind, emotions work down through a top-down causation. So you've got your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and then last is your physical body. All of those energies and frequencies conglomerate together and they give physical form. And so when dealing with or looking at, oh, there's already a stomach gurgle, dealing with when we're tending to the subtle bodies, we're also tending to your physical, and vice versa. When we're looking at the physical body and balancing any imbalances there, it also affects the vibrational field of your auric fields, of your meridians, of your chakra system, your mental body, emotional body. So we're moving into the root chakra. So we're going to do something a little bit different. Usually I just hop in and do it, but feel your root chakra for yourself. You can get your sits bones, so those two sits bones right at your bum, get them nice, get them situated on your chair. You can move around so you can feel them. If possible, get your feet flat onto the floor and bring your attention down to the root chakra. So if you're a male, that would be right in the testes, right by the perineum. For women too, it's right down through that perineum, right down, right through, down, 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 down at the bottom. You can see, feel the quality of it. Is the weight of it. Is it light? Is it heavy? How big is it? Is it nice and round? Is it wobbly? Does it have a wonky shape? What color is it? Is it a vibrant red? Or is there multicolors? Feel the texture. Take a deep breath. Really feel that root chakra. Is there a sound? Is there a taste? So we're going to be dealing with here, looking at the root chakra takes form, it comes into existence from zero, so conception, pre-birth, so fetal life, until 7 years old. So that's when you're downloading family history, belief systems, identities come to form here. These are the rules I need to follow in my family to keep me safe. So we come up with coping mechanisms to live with our family, to deal with our family. We've got also genetic history stored in the root chakra, eighth chakra influence from down the ancestral line. All right, take a deep breath. And then safety. So you've got to think of your foundations when you're building a house. Can't build the rest of your house if you've got a wobbly foundation. Think of the root chakra as the basement of your house. You've got a solid foundation, trusting in the flow of life, which just means I'm in the flow of life. There's no control which way life goes. I can't control which way my life is going to go. I have some semblance of control, like I can pick up my coffee cup. I can choose to have a cup of coffee in the morning, or how I decide what to wear, or brush my teeth, or brush my hair, or take a walk, what food I eat. So there's a semblance of control. Really, there's no control. Only thing is being anchored, grounded, and then taking practical action. Okay, well, what's next? And next, and next. I can't control the flow of life. You can't control the flow of a river. There's a Polish proverb that talks about that, controlling the flow of the river. You cannot control the flow of the river. You simply can take a ride upon it. And then if you try to stop the flow, well, you can't, even if you try to, even if you try to control the river. And so there's this misconception here that flow means, being in the flow means something. That doesn't mean anything. And it doesn't mean anything about you either. So the river runs and it's sometimes smooth, and then sometimes it gets a little bit of rapids. And that sometimes we get into prickly situations in life, and then it smooths out again, and then it starts to speed up. And then it gets really turbulent, and sometimes there's a waterfall, and then it smooths out again. And this is all being in the flow of life. And all you can do is take practical action through it. And there's no right or wrong. So we're gonna, it's like, oh, I am in the flow of life because I'm alive, and then there's control. So we need to do, it's the same, just need to look at it. There's nothing to do with it. And there's this need, it's like, oh, well, there's something inherently wrong with me. If all of these things are happening in my life, there must be something wrong with me. Oh God, I'm learning the same lesson again. How am I here again? Oh, it's not the same thing. It's different. It may perceive the same, and maybe you just have a different perspective to look at. Maybe that's something you haven't seen about yourself before. It's just a new awareness. It's just the possibility for another healing to take place. It's not the same. You're doing this work, it's not the same. So give yourself a little bit of, I don't know, some compassion or some empathy. All right, so take a deep breath. So we're going to dump control we're going to anchor that to individuation out of the root chakra, control. So control myself, control my environment, control my life. And if I can't control these things, which you can't, there must be something wrong with me. There must be something inherently wrong with me. So we're going to dump misperceptions of self and identifying with what you do. It's like, I am what I do. I am what I say. I am what I think. So we got to dump that out of the root chakra. So we're going to anchor that to the heart, to individuate, to grow up. And in comes parenting. Still looking, so I can see, you can think for yourself, where you're still looking as an adult at your parents, blaming them for what they have done wrong. Expecting an apology, demanding an apology, and, pointing the finger at your parents. You must change so I can change. You must first. So the arrogant child turning to the parent and bossing the parent around. Always, the parents always face the child's back. Parents support their children 100%, no matter what, they love and support 100%. And the child cannot turn and point to the parent and say, you need to support me this way. The child needs to turn around and face their life, move into their life with the support of their parents, feeling the support on their back, supporting the children. So you can do this for yourself. You take responsibility for your blame victim consciousness, expecting your parents to change from the point of view of an arrogant child as I know better. Oof, that's heavy on the heart. That's impacting the cardiovascular system. So heavy in the heart. So we got to dump. We're going into the heart. Oof, really like that midpoint of the heart. I can see um, a narcissistic arrogance from the point of the child as if they know what's best. Who knows what's best? How do you even know what's best for you in your life right now? I have no idea what's best for me. All I can do is make a choice as it comes. But I have no idea what's best. I have no idea. There's some relief there. Then we put this pressure onto the ancestors, the parents down the line. You should have known what was best for me when they themselves were struggling or having their own struggle. And they're only human. They're only human too. So some empathy, some compassion is coming up. It's not to say that for, severe abuse, this is that when I'm not talking about that. That's not what I'm speaking of, right? Neglect or abuse. So we're talking about those moments where parents are human and they've got their own stuff to go through. And they need to be not the child's responsibility. So we're doing a differentiation here where the parents pass on the garbage or their beliefs and their expectations or whatever onto the children. And then the children say, no, you've got to change first. And so there's this battle. Oh, child turns around, even as an adult, you turn around and you face your own life and you parent yourself. You parent yourself. So that's a whole topic on itself, parenting yourself. Okay, take a deep breath. We're going to link root and heart chakra together and going into eighth chakra within the heart. Ooh. And we're going to remove from there. Well, not remove, but shift, bring light to pointing the finger. So blame victim consciousness. You do it first before I do it. And then that's really sticky. You do it, it's the parents' fault and the parents, going after the kids. And so we're unlocking or untwisting that. So you can see for yourself, you can close your eyes and you can see, are you looking at your parents? Where are your parents situated? Are they in front of you? Have you turned around and facing them, or you've turned around and face your own life? There we go. So you can turn around and face your own life and all of its challenges and blessings and happy moments and sad moments. It's your life. It's your life. And as soon as you do that, I can see your parents facing you and the grandparents turning around, and it's this whole generational support system happening. Everyone's turning and facing their life. So your parents were once children, and your grandparents turn and face your parents, and vice versa. This whole lineage just turning around and facing their own life, taking responsibility for their own emotions, pains, struggle, triumphs, their life. Wow. And that just strengthens the genetic code. And we're going back, really far, 50 generations. Down the maternal line. It's all of the women down the maternal line. That's really, oh God. I feel like I breathe again. It's not their fault. There's no fault. There's no one to blame. But it is your responsibility to take care of yourself, take care of your body, and take care of your emotions, to take care of your finances, to take care of what kind of food you put into your mouth, to take care of your home, your children, your relationships, all root chakra. Take care. Now I'm going back into the root chakra and I can see roots starting to form. So anchoring into your own life without expecting, without expectation. All right, take a nice deep breath. That was a beautiful stomach gurgle. Thank you for joining me for today's powerful work and calling in this sacred medicine. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. And please remember that if you'd like to work with me privately, you can go ahead and reach out. And if you would like your personal issues addressed to anonymously, if you'd like, you can send a $30 donation and I'd be happy to take your request. See you all next week, everyone. Much love.